right, okay.
I'd like to call this meeting to order at 5:31. Sorry, pledge allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start roll call.
All right, President Gaybar,
Here.
Secretary Duval, here, Treasurer Parker, here, Director Brown, here, and Director Wager.
Not here yet.
Not here yet.
way.
Oh, I did pledge allegiance out of order. How
It's all right.
That's all right.
about that?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
No,
They'll just rearrange it.
right.
Exactly. If you want, it comes to the thing, yeah.
Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So move. Yeah.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the agenda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, approval of the minutes. You asked me, do you have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of October 14th.
Second,
Second.
motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes of October 14th. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, public comment. We'll open the floor up for public comment. Public comments limited to 3 minutes. When you're recognized, please stand, state your name and address. Board and professional matter. Anybody like to address the board on Zoom? How about in the audience? All righty, moving on. Next item on the agenda will be a public hearing to finalize the 2026 proposed budget. We will open that public hearing at this time. Do I have any public comment on public hearing?
The only thing that was revised on it were the recommendations made by your board at the last meeting.
Adjustments, yeah,
Yes, sir.
yep. Any questions on the budget? Hearing no public comment, I'll close public comment. Any questions from the board? All right, that was the quickest public hearing I've ever been.
Can you sign that resolution for me? Oh, there she goes.
Yes, as soon as we approve it.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks.
right,
She's getting pushy.
yeah.
Who's
There,
right
Brett,
now?
I'll wait till,
Am I going fast enough?
I'll wait to go to the new business. Let the record reflect, Mr. Wager is present.
Grace does at 5:34.
I know, but she put it on the email, 6 o'clock on a new date. Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
He's the only one that read
You're
it.
right. No, I read it, but sorry. Yeah. Sorry, that was my bad.
New date, new time?
New date, new time. It messed me up.
He was
Sorry.
right on, right on.
He was on time. That's my bad.
Follower. I'm a rule follower.
All the rules,
He
right?
doesn't question them.
Go on.
That's my bad.
All right, next item on the agenda is new business. We have a motion to pass the resolution for the budget, and if we have a motion, we would like to read that resolution, correct?
Did I have any notes on that? or No. Okay.
The
I
whole,
read it.
the whole one-page resolution or just the snippet on the resolution number 6, series 25, resolution summarizing expenditures,
Yeah, that's all you need.
I think you can just read
the one that's on the agenda.
the one on the agenda.
Someone would like to make a motion to approve the budget.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 budget.
You want to read that right there? Under new business.
For that.
Yeah,
No.
just for starting a resolution.
A resolution summarizing expenditures and revenues for each fund and adopting a budget and appropriating sums of money to each fund in the amounts and for the purposes set forth herein for the Kiowa Water and Wastewater Authority for the calendar year beginning on the first day of January 2026 and ending on the last day of December 2026.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve it. Resolution number 6, series 2025. Excuse me, any further discussion? May I call for a roll call vote, please?
Yes. President Gaypart,
Yes.
Secretary Duval,
Yes.
Treasurer Parker,
Yes.
Director Brown,
Yes.
and Director Weed.
Yes.
And may I ask who seconded that? Sorry.
Jill.
Jill, thank
seconded
you.
that.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
And
Okay.
motion carries to approve the budget 5-0. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah.
Next item on the agenda, the finance reports extended year to date for 2025.
Nothing extraordinary.
Questions, comments?
That's good to me.
Excellent.
Mhm.
We will move on to staff reports. I don't see Paul,
No, trying to locate them right now.
Mhm.
so we will move on with you, Kim, if you would like to start.
Sure. Let's see, water plan revisions. Wright Water plans to have a draft update on the report near the end of this month, so it'll be available for the December board meeting. I may have sent this to you all via email, so much has happened in the last month, but I wanted to make sure it made record. Your fire department well, scope of work and cost opinion of that from Wright Water. The scope of work to develop a concept and cost opinion for connecting the existing well of the town's water distribution system. Has an estimated fee for the conceptual analysis of approximately $20,000, which is likely more than KWWA will be willing to consider. That is an assumption on their part at this point. Outside of the $20,000 for that analysis that they're recommending, preliminary estimates indicate a probable construction cost between $750,000 and $1.5 million. Including new controls, pump, disinfection system with chlorine contact volume, a new building and piping. CDPHE review and approval will be required prior to construction. Water quality results have not yet been received and at this time, it is assumed that disinfection would be the only treatment needed, but this also needs to be included as an additional cost, in their opinion. Rate and capital asset studies. I sent another request for a status update today. Donnie was CC'd on that communication as well as the executive director of Colorado Rural Water this time. Your safe water protection plan. Steering committee meetings got underway. First one was held on October 21st and the next is scheduled for December 3rd. The committee includes representatives from the fire department, sheriff's department, Kiowa School District, Elbert County Public Health, town staff and board members, as well as President Gaypart and Treasurer Parker Lowry. Let's see. And as of today, I have no update on the Congressional Community Project funding for the redundancy well.
Still no timeline on that.
No, sir. Seems to be hanging out in limbo right now.
There's a lot of things in the right now.
Yep.
Right.
Unfortunately.
So back to the fire station well, and then the big number was if we drill a new well. The 750,000.
No, drilling a new well would be the $5 million redundancy well project that we're waiting on the congressional funding
Okay, what's gonna cost 750,000 to 1.5 million?
to reopen that well in the fire department parking lot, to connect it into it's not connected into the system at all.
Right. So to reconnect it, pump it, put a house there.
Clarification system on
I
it.
think their numbers extremely high.
Now,
Yeah.
Wright Water is known to give very conservative estimates in
Wouldn't it be-
anticipation for,
Didn't you wanna talk to a
Increase
well
cost.
drilling company to find out a little more like Hammaker and stuff to
I mean,
put
I thought.
whatever they
I heard
need to
to
put
call
in.
them, you know,
Yeah.
and say, hey, is this something that you guys can do? I mean, we can always, you know. Because they drilled the well originally, I know,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, I don't
now
know.
know that this is This is just right waters, that's an assumption without talking to him or anybody. That we can reach out to him and
Yeah.
now and some of the other ones to see.
Can we get, grant money for,
We could,
refreshing an old well?
we possibly could, I will tell you this. I got word on November 4th that our kind governor has taken all but probably 10% of the energy impact assistance fund money to balance the state's budget. And that is the money that a lot of our rural communities rely on to get a lot of our projects.
I thought Albert was gonna give us some money.
I said, we're waiting.
That's what we're still waiting.
This isn't a political argument. This is a matter of fact, period.
She's been saying that.
Yeah, I also had a face-to-face with the governor who said he wouldn't do that, and he did.
So, yeah, I think we check in with Hamaker and a few of those and just, kind of develop a scope of work. I mean, we probably already have kind of a overview of what we need.
Yeah.
We don't have a total scope of everything, but I think that we could get an idea. I don't think-
It'd probably be a lot closer than what they're.
But they drill the original well.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know about the chlorination systems, how far they get into that,
Right.
the commercial stuff, so, but I mean, I'm sure. It
Wouldn't
doesn't
hurt
hurt
to
to ask.
ask.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
So if we renew that well and how is it gonna be hooked into our current system? It's not already.
We would just have to loop it in,
Right.
yeah.
Would
If
it?
we put a chlorination system, I mean, there's water lines right there.
Okay.
Because the old water tower sat there and there's water lines that run right down 45 right there. So tied into the system, if we did a chlorination system, we wouldn't have to tie it into the other, the other holding tank. As I understand that correctly, and we
Yeah.
could,
Paul could probably elaborate
Yeah,
on that. So
we could,
Paul's
get a little more clarification from Paul, but that would be the idea.
Yeah.
And the idea was to have a backup well.
I don't think we,
short term,
any of
right?
us estimated that more than like 300,000.
Yeah,
So that's really high.
yeah. Yeah, I.
But I also don't do this for a living, so.
Yeah, I do too, but
Interesting.
yeah, so we'll look into that, I think. I can call Hamaker.
Okay, can you do it or?
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah, I can do that, yeah. And just kind of get the ball rolling and see what,
Mhm.
where we can go.
Mhm.
I mean, if we don't get any funding to do anything else.
Well, but I also think that if we get a lower estimate, one that's more realistic than one that we expected, we might have more of a chance of getting that kind of funding rather than this
Right.
kind of funding.
Yeah,
Right,
something like that.
yeah. All right, any other questions for Kim? Excellent, we'll jump back to Paul. Paul, you're up. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yep.
So at the water plant, we are getting ready to do the project to rehab that smaller tank by the shop. And there's a valve inside the treatment plant that we can't move. It's rusted shut. So I'm trying to get another valve to replace it and some parts. I went to pick up one today and it was the wrong size. So I got to come back up there tomorrow to KWWA and measure some stuff and see if we can't come up with another option to get that valve either torn apart and out of there or replaced to get that project going. Then at the wastewater plant, things are going good. We have to replace a level transducer in the SBR2 basin. We replaced the other one last year, and I don't know how long they've been in there since they were replaced last. So I think the Browns Hill estimated $2,000 for that to do that project. And then we still have to deal with the lift station pumps, which John Leary, who supplied us a loaner, said he needs to get that loaner back. And I think next week may be the last week before he has to come take it.
Okay, that's good, because I thought it was this week. I was expecting an update on that from that resource we were tapping into for a replacement. So I just sent a text asking for a follow-up on that, and I'll let you know what she says.
Okay. Because otherwise we're going to be going back to the lagoon.
Yeah.
which is almost
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah, how much was the new one you said?
12,000 each.
Okay.
And we need two of them?
Yeah, it takes.
You need at least two. There currently are three, but we need at least two.
They're 12,000 each.
Yeah, brand new. That's why we're trying to find another one from another source, so less than that.
Well. Don't we have some room in that sewer budget for now? For repairs?
I don't know, just right there, so you know, right there.
I know we're over on water, but
Yeah.
it's the sewer. I can find that.
You're over the sewer.
We're over on sewer, not
I
water.
mean, you could move water over some, but
Right.
you're over on sewer.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think it's something that we just don't have if we can get two new ones and get it, up and going and. It's gonna cost us a little over the budget, but we have the reserves to
Yeah,
put it in, so I think it's something we need to do to. Not be fighting it all the time. If we can not put water back in the lagoons, that'd be a great thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
so,
you're battling it all year.
yeah. We can get that thing up and running and. Running correctly, and sure, save a lot of headaches. But.
Yes, it would.
Do we have the resource to, right now to buy new ones? I mean, are they available?
If if we move money over from water, we have a little less than,
But there are
we for
some
one.
available to buy right now.
oh yeah, Paul can access them to buy them, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the whole time is on those. I'd have to call John Larry and find out. Oh, how long it takes for them to get here?
I think we jump on it and get going on it, if the board agrees to that, I mean, I think that. Like I said, we have the money in reserves, it's something that we can only put it off so long.
I think it'd be a good idea.
How hard are they to replace? Like the one, take the one out, put it in?
Paul?
It doesn't take but maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Are those gonna take that big crane mobilization again?
No. No, we have a little crane on site that we just move around at the treatment plant.
Okay,
That looks like in crane.
well, that helps too, not having to pay that cost.
Yeah. Do we need to vote on that, or can we just give directive to get going on that and get them
I
done?
just need a directive from you guys because of the cost of it involved.
I said we do it. We've got problems with it. We're gonna run out that one next week.
Yeah. I think we get on it,
We doubled our budget next year for
yeah,
sewer repair
we might
maintenance, so,
have to cut that back a little bit and do part of it this year.
yeah.
Right.
Paul, did you hear that?
Yes. So I will
Okay.
call John Larry and get that worked on.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Anything else, Paul?
No, that's all I have.
Any questions for Paul? Great. Thanks, Paul.
All right, thank you.
All right, moving on,
Me.
Sasha.
Yep. Okay, so your water loss this month is a little bit more. It's at 30%, almost 31. Partly because still layover from that leak that's across the way. And then we have about 5 or 6 meters in Ute that have decided to not read. So they're showing 0 use. So, I sent Paul the list so we can figure out what's going on with those. So that's part of your water loss.
Those new meters?
Yep, new meters, but they were installed in late 22, early 23. So,
They're one of the original ones, so.
yeah, so, so I sent Paul a list because I was kind of going through going, all right, what's going on? So he's got the list to go check them out and see if we have to replace them or if they just need, I don't know, poked. I don't know how they work.
Is there a
So
warranty on those meters?
that I don't know.
I'd be curious with what we paid for them.
I will ask Paul.
I think if those were the original ones too, they were ones we put in before we started buying the ones with the freeze plates too.
Yeah.
The
So,
original new ones.
Yeah.
Yes, they're the original new
That
ones.
sounds
The old new
ridiculous.
ones, right?
The old new ones, yes. Cause I did look at the dates because I kept track of when they're installed. I put the month and year. And so when I was starting to track them, I'm like, oh, they're all about the same time. So I did send Paul the list and said, hey, please go look at those. So that is probably part of what that shows. Just FYI. And then as far as other things, so I sent 3 shut-off letters, one's already paid, 10 late letters, and then of course we still have the one outstanding lien. So nothing has changed there as far as that goes. Otherwise, things are going fairly smoothly. As I was kind of talking earlier, I'm continuing on diamond maps. So I've started tracking the sewer lines, in the direction they go. And like I said, our new public works guy, Ted, has been surprising me going, hey, did you know there was a manhole here? No. So, adding manholes that I didn't know existed. So he goes and finds them and GPSs them and then sends me a picture. And so I've been adding them in. And then he's been cleaning out like I said, the drainage. And so he's he's took part of the map and he's going and mapping where the drainages are. And so that will help too. And I will add that as a different layer.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so we're just kind of cruising along. So we'll just keep adding stuff, but.
And kudos to Ted.
Yes.
because he has been, I mean, I see him every day, talk to him most days and. I mean, you see stuff getting done and I
He's a
think
busy,
that's,
he's a busy dude.
it's huge. Now, if we can get him his operator license for water, wastewater will be,
He'd probably be open to that.
might not be bad. Have that conversation,
Yeah.
get that back in house.
I'll discuss it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he's a busy bee.
He's a smart cookie too.
He is a smart cookie. He got our street sweeper up and functioning again, so. Yeah.
It's on Brett Street.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure it uses it down there in front of Brett's place.
I'm sure, there's 2 little pasture places. So,
Can I ask you a question? What is going on with what they're doing in the streets? Is that us?
yes, so they are, well, it's probably more Kim, but they are drilling. Kimley Horn and those guys and CDOT and everybody is drilling core samples or whatever out of the roads to get in preparation for the whole
It's actually CDOT.
CDOT.
It's CDOT doing utility easement.
Yep.
Test holes.
Okay.
Yep.
They thought they were gonna have to do 131 of them. And they only needed to do 25.
Wow,
So.
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, so they've been poking holes in the road and stuff, cause that's next spring.
Mhm.
We'll start on the road and the bridge is set, so, yep,
That'd be nice to get that road straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's an upcoming project, so there's all sorts of. Yeah. Going
Is that
on,
gonna be, the drainage gonna be cleaned up and straightened out?
yes, drainage should be all straightened out, there'll be 6-foot ADA sidewalks on both sides. It'll go down to 3 lanes, 1 each way and a dedicated turn. So, and some enhanced crosswalk areas.
It'll alleviate the 12 to 14 inches of ice down there in front of the restaurant.
Oh, so?
Yeah,
That we don't
that's-
contribute to
that's-
up
We're
here.
not down there skating.
No.
yeah, no,
Oh, he's good.
Well,
I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah,
Is there still gonna be parking available on the side?
yes,
they call it bulb out.
What?
So bulb out, because it's being reduced to 2 lanes, it's where instead of having a straight sidewalk now, it'll have, where the parking will go in where the sidewalk's at. So they're parking out of the lane of traffic. There will no longer be parking in the lane of traffic.
But can't it just be a straight lane?
It can't on 2 lanes or you're blocking a whole lane now.
Oh.
Right now, there's 4 lanes, so that allows an inside lane to continue as a drive-through.
Right.
And the outside lane is wide enough to allow parking along the curb line, but if you reduce it down to 1 lane both ways. It's impossible to allow a car to park there and still make it through that.
right,
that
so
lane
it'll
of
be
traffic.
offset from the road.
Okay.
I think what a lot of people need to understand when they start complaining about the drivability for them and their ability to scoot through town quickly. That's the purpose of reducing lanes down for 1. 2, project's goal is to create a safer mobility for everybody involved.
Right.
Walking, driving, riding a bike, whatever. Riding a bike, with that said, a lot of people are gawking at the concept that they're was a proposed bike lane down at State Highway. Well, including that in our grant request allows us to get the money to do the project. But the bike path is actually what we've created by extending out the sidewalks. The kids are riding their bikes on a sidewalk, not on a state highway. So,
Which will be safer.
Yes.
And it should slow traffic down through town, which will be good.
Would be great.
Yes.
yeah.
But there's still, that's what I was concerned for, there's still good enough parking. for
Oh, there's
all.
still
Yes,
parking,
there's still
parking
parking.
on sidewalks. It just is not in the lane of traffic anymore.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it'll just dip in for traffic.
And the crosswalks are staying where they're at now. There was a proposal by CDOT to move them to the intersections. But then that takes away the turn lane for the intersection.
Right.
So, and everybody knows where those crosswalks are right now. They work for our town. So the compromise was to keep them where they're at and create a raised crossing right in the middle of the highway. So that a lot of the elderly that park on the north side of the highway and walk across to access the restaurants and the businesses. They get halfway across the highway and they get stuck there because of oncoming traffic. Now they have somewhere that
Like a
makes
little
them
raised
visible
paddock and
to
stop on.
oncoming traffic.
And then pop off too.
Yeah,
Or if someone has little kids and they're trying to cross, they can get to the middle, stop on the raised pad and then continue.
Okay.
The traffic's ridiculous speedways.
So if they're in the middle of the road, what is that? Is that a turn lane? Is that be a turn?
It'll be a dedicated turn lane,
Okay,
At
but
the
then with these
intersection.
pads in the middle, is that?
but
gonna
there
be
isn't a
painful?
turn where they,
Oh,
there isn't a turn
Oh,
where those are.
okay.
Like you can't, you'd be driving through Beano's or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so
okay.
there's not actually a turn there, so.
It'll take away the U-turn.
it will do that.
Yeah.
I think people will do what they wanna do anyway though, because there won't be a raised median all the way through town.
Right,
Only in those three crossings, so
right,
you can't control what
right.
grown.
But I mean, like we do now,
Adults
where
do,
we
Yeah, everybody.
have 4 lanes to make a
Yeah.
U-turn.
so we'll see.
Excellent.
Anyway,
Thanks, Sasha.
you're welcome.
Any
Thank you.
other questions for Sasha? Do you have any old business?
Nope.
Any correspondence?
Nope.
Alrighty then. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
Yeah.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion on the table, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned at 5:58.